when Colin's making his cup of tea, I just put you up to date with what we're doing. I'm not sure if you're all around you. You know, when Johnny hadn't died, they were talking about putting some sort of, I was going to say erection up for him, but that's probably not.
Yeah, go careful.
Careful what you say.
I don't know, statue bench or whatever. Well, we looked into it, and there's no room in Langland at all. Yeah, but luckily I managed to find a place on the top of all the Slade on the new path, overlooking Crab Island. I spoke to the council, and basically they were willing to give us that space. So it's a space for a bench. So I've commissioned an artist. I can't remember her surname. You may know her, Amy. Anyway, Amy something. I can't remember her surname now. And she's come up with a design of a surfboard bench. Yeah. And it's not just for one person. It's for all, predominantly surfers, but it could be anybody who has something to do with Langland.
Yeah.
Like it could be Liv Gans, could be the guy in Surfside, whatever. And the idea is we've got these benches. Con will put the picture up in a minute, and there'll be some indentations looking like bubbles from the sea in it, which will be the size of about dog tags. So you can put somebody's name on them and actually fit them into the surfboard.
Yeah.
So you can add people to it as on their demise.
As they fall off the perch.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Dave Fred didn't get any. Sorry, not Dave Fred. No, carry on.
So this is like one of the initial designs.
Hang on, I'm getting it up now, Mike. Hang on.
We get the site for free. Yeah. The bench would probably cost about £4,000. Around that figure. Yeah, which is about right. So soon, what I want to do is get people's names on board.
This is what I sent to you, Mike. It's a bit of I just did it quickly, you know, because in your design that you had it with the pointed noses up. I reckon it'd be better if you make them off in square tails like the old mals, and like the boards are stuck into the sand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Remember, you only see the top half of that, Con. Just to say.
Yeah. You
won't see the bottom because behind it'll be bushes. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's much more aesthetic when you got. Do you see my mouse going around it? Yeah. Can you see the mouse? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you cut the square off there and make them all symmetric. You know. I think it might look much better like that than it would with a pointed nose, because a pointed nose in a mal, it's not very good, is it? You know, so you just have the tails square, and like maybe she could change the tail block, put a different color tail block on it, like you used to do when we made boards, you know.
Yeah.
That's all going to be fashioned out of wood, is it?
In that case, Con, you could. Sorry, Sam. You could actually put fins on the back of them. Is it that way up?
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think fins would just get snapped off, though, wouldn't they?
No, if you put the one I sent you up.
Okay, hang on, I'll get it now.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. This is Con's drawing. So I asked him about what the backboard should sort of look like. We got across a lot of red tape, and I don't think it's that, Con.
Okay.
It looks like look like boiled eggs.
That's not it.
We've got to cover a lot of health and safety and all sorts of things before they'll pass anything that we put up there that's unusual from a conventional bench.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like the design that we've sort of come up with, yeah.
Right.
All right. Now that now is a bit more. I mean, Con, I know you were just doing a line of it, but I initially thought that those curves were kind of fins acting as armrests, but I can see now they're curls of waves.
Yeah.
And I mean the surfboards at the back, as Con said, they could be either way up. It doesn't matter. I mean, the idea was this is just a representation, but they could be different sizes. One could be a bull nose. It doesn't matter. It's just ideas, or they could be a little bit taller. But that's just that. This is the sort of basic design.
Yeah.
One of the things, you can't have any sharp edges on them. They got to be a certain size.
Yeah.
The boards at the back have got to be a certain angle. You can't have them straight up. The armrests have got to be a certain height. So even though it looks though it's sort of just jotted down, there's quite a lot that goes into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say about the position, like for like Lambswell Way. I know where the new path goes up from the Rotherslade Surfside, and it kind of curves away. And will it be before it dips down into those kind of bushes?
No, it's right at the top, right
I'll
opposite
show you now.
looking down onto Langland.
Right, I get it. Yeah, lovely.
I think I did. I've got some pictures somewhere showing where it is.
Yeah.
But,
I've got it up
it
here
is
now.
right opposite. It's where it's right below Lambswell, really, where it's the road in. So it's a nice position. But what my next stage now is to get people on board to say, I don't know, Sam Sampson, Dave Fryer, Paul Carr, whatever. Just put names down so all say, oh yeah, we think this is a great idea, a good idea, whatever.
Okay, there we go. So it's basically going to be, the new path is going up here. Can you see the map now?
Yeah.
New path is going up here, sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's round about this area here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the original path there, is it?
That's the original path. This is an old
the new
Google
path
map.
goes up at the edge of that brown bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sort of comes up here like this, and there's a bit of a curve on it, like this, but it curves there, and it's right on the curve. It's a bloody marvelous looking place.
Great.
I looked at it on Bing Maps, and it was great. It looks like fantastic. The view is amazing.
Yeah, you can see all the Langland, all the reef, the point, everything. So it's but there's no other spaces left. So
That's it.
Take or leave it.
So that's where it is, so you can see all the way over Langland, all the way there, all the way down here and up there and around there and everywhere. Like, so it's perfect, isn't it? It covers all.
Yeah.
Grab to the point, and from Cumbercaf to the surf side. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, the next stage is just getting people on board, and then is to ask if people want to sponsor it. And if we get enough from people saying, I'm going to jab in, it could be businesses, could be anything. I'll put in X amount. That's great. If not, then we'll crowdfund, and then we can finally look for money from councils. Although I'd much prefer if we could do it just by raising the money ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are we looking at? About 1,000, is it? 4,000. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's not a huge. Like if you buy an old, how much is an Audrey bench, Paul? Do you know now? That's about 4,000 or 5,000, isn't it? Paul Carr?
Oh, sorry. Well,
2,500 if you want one.
My brother's bench was about £900. That's about 10 years ago now, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they're up.
So I think it's gone about 1,400.
Yeah, I think they've gone up an awful lot over the last thing, and you have them for 10 years. This one we basically have forever, sort of thing.
You get away with more than 10 years if you kind of keep the upkeep of it,
Somebody asked about fires, about fire and it burning, but I've been told that the thickness of the wood, which is Welsh oak, which is about so thick, it's all, I don't know if you call it recycled, but it's all from fallen trees. They don't cut the trees down to make it. It's all from trees that have fallen to get the wood.
Yeah.
So that sort of side is covered in case somebody accuses anybody of cutting down trees to make.
Yeah.
Oh yes, well, out in the park, under the park, cut the tree down like that. Don't.
Yeah.
It's more or less fire. It's more or less fireproof anyway. But I've also spoken to the council. They're going to cut an edge around it, so it's away from all the ferns anyway, which they've partially done anyway now. So
it's cleared out up there, isn't it?
The only thing that is
it's
a
just
bit.
a matter of speaking to people now and getting people to either put money forward. But I thought if I get a few names behind it, like yourselves, like you're all on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put in 100 quid, all right?
Yeah. But you may not, right, cheers, Con, but you may not think you're influential, but you probably are in the surfing community and the sort of around
Yeah.
So I'll get PJ, and maybe Con, you could speak to Carwin
Yeah.
and just get him to put his name forward, and maybe Guts,
Yeah.
and that's, and then Langland board riders,
Yeah.
and then once we got that group, then, and that's it. And I've already said to the people that are doing it, it's not from Con, it's not from me, it's not from Sam, it's from Langland Silver Surfers.
Yeah.
The people that are sort of organising it. And it have to be for everybody. It's not just for surfers. It's something.
Yeah.
No, that's what we said. Could be for example, Viv, as you said, or Goss's dad. I don't know, Arthur Goss, you know, or
Yeah.
could be for anybody.
Yeah.
Could be for Paul Carr, but he's not dead yet. Oh, that
Right.
You're getting there, is it?
I did accuse him of being dead.
we did accuse you of being dead at one
I
minute.
better give you a larger contribution then.
Only if you want your name up there, Paul.
Yeah.
There is the chance that if we want to put an inscription or anything on it, we could. No, like it could be something as simple as Aloha. It could be something in Welsh. It could be anything. I know something in Welsh would probably suit a lot of people, but I don't know.
Put it in Hawaiian.
I'm thinking of combining a bit of a line from a Western song, but actually, and Wave Riders in the Sky.
Oh no, Sam! No.
That actually, that have passed before,
Yeah. No,
it's something like.
Do you know what I'm trying to do as well? Sorry, I'm trying to tick boxes. Yeah. And if I said Welsh, but it doesn't have to be Welsh. It could be anything. Because the more boxes we like, if we could say "Save the Children," I'd write that on it.
Yeah.
And Black Lives Matter, yeah.
It's just an idea. If you know of anything, perhaps in Welsh, that is we could have Aloha in Hawaiian and whatever the equivalent in Welsh is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good one. Yeah. Listen to this one, right? You listen to this one. I just made this one up. Yeah, you are with the wind, and as the wind blows, we flow together.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying.
All right. I won't write that one down then.
I was thinking more of just one or two words, Con, really.
That was, what do you mean? That was really poesy, man. That was art.
It was very poetic. I agree, it was poetic.
The one, while we're on a roll with kind of positives and whatever, let me just sling a little odd spanner so we know if we need to tackle it. It's going to be timber, and all the benches along the front in Langland, they're in prominent positions, whereas this one is going to be out on a limb on its own. And just, I would hate for the low life to have time on their own up there and start carving their own little pieces in it.
This is a problem you're going to have whatever it is.
We've had this, and we said like our graffiti artists would probably love things like that. It's just if they have a bit of respect, they don't do it.
Yeah,
that's it.
I know. Yeah,
we just, and I suppose that's what it is, though, isn't it? It's a living sort of piece, really. If it collects stuff like that, so be it. I mean,
it's like you put it like the Malibu wall, you know.
Yeah.
The graffiti on it will change from year to year, but the wall still goes on.
But
that's good. The graffiti might change.
I haven't put this past you yet, but I came up with this idea of she came up with ideas of bubbles from the wave, and I came up with the idea of making a hose big enough just to put a disc in and stick them in, so they can't be taken out. Do you think that's a good idea? Then basically you put people's names and dates on it.
I think if you start sort of a prerogative for sticking things on it or anything, then there's no more holes. You're just going to get people coming up with a drill or something, and drilling another hole and then putting something into it. I think, putting names on it is a bit much, just have it for no name in particular, just have one inscription saying it's for all those who have done something for Langland. I don't know, in a very poetic way, of course, Oh, in a nice. I don't know, because I think you're starting something there. Then you got you go down to the pet shop and you get a dog tag and you get it inscribed and then you nail it into the thing, like, isn't it? So.
But I quite like that idea, Con.
Yeah, it is a good idea. But I think for drilling holes, when you haven't got any holes left,
Sorry, they're not holes; they're recesses. So
recesses. Yeah.
You couldn't just go up there and do it. I don't think. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's drawing board, so anything's possible.
Yeah. But I just think you're going to get, I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe there won't be that much demand for it. But I think you're going to get a few people saying, "Oh, I'd like to have that for my granddad," or something like that.
The thing is, I think, so maybe so, but I think people want to put up some sort of recognition towards people, like they do for benches. Like already, there's a bench being put up there just before it, and there's already 2 plaques on that with people's names that they paid £1,500 or something each to put on the bench. So I think
this could be this could be quite lucrative, in fact.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, if
we throw it
put on there obviously would be a charge, wouldn't it? You can't
just put in, just throw in a free load of Langland paper and charge them 500 quid, and there you go, tidy.
But generally, I think people are becoming very interested that we're doing something on our own sort of thing, rather than relying on the council or anything to do it.
Yeah.
So we sort of being proactive, really, in doing something. And it all started, if you remember, Con, from asking for a memorial for Johnny Hatton.
Yeah.
So if it was a memorial, you'd have to have some name somewhere. So at least this name, put name tags on, or whatever we do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm with you.
It creates that sort of what's the word for it? So you can go there and somebody can say, "Oh, there's my husband, boyfriend, father, daughter."
A bit of a living thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there may be another method of doing it. I don't know.
Hey. In that case, if we say yes to that, do we get one as well? or is that one?
Hang on. You'll never know, Con, will you?
I will. I'll be fucking looking down, I tell you. I'll be telling you now.
You'll be looking down. Yeah, we can reserve the centre boards for you.
Oh, no, I don't.
You have to do something to keep the perpetuality going, isn't it?
What you could have initially one kind of engraved piece, maybe about 18 inches long, which sits in one prominent part, which is a simple line saying Langland Legends,
I thought Langland Legends was great.
But then regard the dog tag things, what the person who's designing and producing the thing, what they could do initially, because I thought the way, if I was going to have to do something like that, you'd think, right, what sort of size? So you get a drill bit, which is the type of thing that does little recesses. And you say, right, so I think maybe a little bit bigger than your average dog tag. So it's maybe about 1.5 inches across or something. And then you have a lot of those recesses pre-made, maybe, I don't know, a dozen, 20.
And put it into the design of the seat, the overall design of the seat.
So that they're there. And you put maybe you got Johnny, Viv, people who've gone with respect, and then they sit there. And then over the time, then, oops, there's another one. And if it ends up in a number of years' time, where there's 15, 20 slots being filled. Well, tastefully, okay, you get the same person who's designed it. Right, can you give us another 10 holes and go along like that,
Yeah. Sorry, maybe on this, the bubble should be coming up from the wave. So it's like 2 or 3 holes and 4 or 5 holes, and they're going up like that. So what you're saying is more or less how it is.
Cool.
We've already got about 10 names to put on there, haven't we? At least.
Yeah.
I think, not counting you, Paul.
He's not listening. Hello? Paul?
Oh, me.
He's Googling something.
Yeah.
No, not honest.
I know what you were Googling. Big boobies. Yeah.
Is that Googling?
But if anybody's got ideas or on this or the size of it, we can make small changes of it. We can't do too much because, as I said, even the first 2 we put in, we put the backs on them and they were sort of like that. Now we find we got to have a 48-degree angle, so they go like that.
Yeah. So it's a function of speed. Yeah.
It's strange. We got to have it thunderbolted down as well. So we've had to change the footings of it as well, so we can put brackets on it to put it down. So it's never straightforward. But and also, if you're talking to people, say we're doing this, just word of mouth, and if somebody says, any business or any businessman, ex-surfers or current surfers want to put money in, I mean, I'd be, you could get somebody like, say, a man with a helicopter, for instance, who suddenly says, "Oh, I'll pay for that."
Yeah.
You just don't know. I'm not saying he would, but I'm just saying it is a likelihood. I think somebody could put.
See, we can get the guy from the guy who Welsh car sales, couldn't we? Get him to do something.
Yeah. I don't know. I suppose if he could put the car wheels on the side of it.
No.
Well, that's not a bad idea, Colin. But no, I'm fairly confident we'll get enough money. If we do it and we get a bit more, then we'll just put it to Langland Surfers or something like that. They could always do with money or charity, whatever.
Or the lifeguard club, the surf club, or the lifeguard club.
Yeah.
Split it half and half.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, it would.
Oh, if we do get a lot, have you thought about maybe on expenses we could probably go for a little trip visiting iconic places?
Do you mean bring Con back for the opening?
No. I'm on about we could actually go and visit other places. Like in Hawaii, they got one for the Duke, so we could go and visit that to see how the site actually works there.
Church.
Search and development.
What have they got for him? Is it a model of him?
Yeah, it's a mega more than life size statue holding his arms up like that with the board behind him, and then people put lays on his arms.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? That Makahoka? What's his name?
Duke Kanamahoku.
Do you remember, Dave? I'm sure on my 50th birthday, you gave me that. You gave me that T-shirt, that Duke's T-shirt, and my party in the Brangwen.
Yeah,
I remember. I still got it. It's in pieces, whatever, But I still got it, somewhere.
The Duke.
That's what you want.
I was
Statue.
25 years ago.
Yeah. You're not that old, are you, Sam?
Yeah.
Cool.
In fact, I actually I tempted Providence on this trip because a couple of years ago I saw this T-shirt somewhere. And I thought, it's great, and it's just like a silhouette of a motorcycle, and it says on the top, "Never underestimate an old man with a motorcycle."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the oldies. Yeah.
So I had to kind of, own up a bit now. As I was saying before we got cut off, I put my hand up to Kim and I said, "Okay, guilty as charged. What do you want? What am I sentenced to? Yeah, you can't do any more of these have these super long trips now. You know,
Yeah.
I got to
that's
keep it
it.
local or build up a plan. You know.
Got to know your limitations, son.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, manage my limitations.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's funny when the doctor had said to me, and he was in, you know, his English was really good compared to my Danish, you know, but he was saying you have to empty your bladder more often. I said, well, it's nothing to do with me. It's out of my hands. I have nothing to do with my bladder being emptying. In fact, I don't have a bladder. You know, it's kind of, it takes care of itself. But I knew what he meant was, you know, you got to
Yeah.
put more through the
More
system.
fluid in.
yourself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Great Denmark. I love Denmark. It's great.
One word I learned because I said, "Oh, tell me, how do you spell what's the Danish for thank you?" And
Tak.
the nurse went to this little melamine board and she put "thank you" equals "tak."
Tak, tak, tak.
T-A-K. Tak.
Tak. And is it tak? And a tak tak is oh you're okay, you're welcome, you know. Tak.
All right.
Tak tak.
Isn't that similar? Is it German, Guten Tag? Or is that something else?
That's
Yeah,
T-A-K.
it's good night
Yeah.
in German, that is, mate.
Is
Good
it?
morning.
Is it good night?
I know how to say I love you in Danish.
How do you know that, Con?
Well, I had a Danish girlfriend. So I had to learn that one quickly.
I know what it is. Half a side of love.
Huh? I know. It's Jiggy Elska Dig. Yeah. I was,
Better give it that up.
no, it's when I was playing up there, and we used to play up there for a month, you know, 4 months of the year. You know, and you go up and you do a month, and you have 2 months off, and then you go up and do another 2 months, another month. And I did it for a couple of years, and I at the time, I was starting to get Danish down, you know, it was great. And
Cold up there, though, isn't it, Con?
no, it wasn't.
No?
No, I
In the
could,
winter, it would be.
yeah, well, I was saying every time I went, there was only once we had snow.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we were really lucky. And we was having and I was saying to Rita, my girlfriend, I was saying, doesn't it ever get colder? Oh yeah, it gets cold, you know. I said, well, it's February now and it's not cold. It's bloody freezing in France. You know, but we're having mild winter, you know. So
Yeah.
I must have brought the mild winter as the worst weather with them, you know.
Yeah.
No, but I found it. Copenhagen's on the sea anyway. You know, it's surrounded by sea.
Yeah.
It doesn't get so cold there. But if you go into the center of Denmark, then you know in the country, then it would get colder. I should imagine. Yeah.
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 I love Denmark. It's bloody brilliant. Copenhagen was just fantastic. Used to love it.
Yeah, unless you're all right now, you don't drink. But I think if you want to beer there, it's a bit too pricey, isn't it?
Mm. What we were playing was down in, it's called Nyhavn, and it's like the little port of where you go down through this port, old port, and then you go down towards Pretty Little Mermaid afterwards. And it's one of the, except for the town centre, it's one of the most expensive places, and it's like 40, 50 kronas at the time. It was quite a lot for a beer, and that was a litre though, you know. No, a pint, sorry, 50 kronas. That was a fiver, but I thought it was quite expensive, you know. But then when you got out of the centre of town and go into the local pub where we were staying, it was the same thing, and you're getting it for 20 kronas.
Oh.
No, you're drinking the Danish beer. Yeah. The Carlsberg is the best beer in the world.
Probably.
No, definitely.
You see that's expensive.
Probably
went for breakfast down a new place in. Is it the Oyster Wharf? No, Oyster Wharf. What's it called? The Oyster House, is it?
Yeah.
The new place down there, and they said it cost them £39.40 for 2 breakfasts and a tea and a coffee.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, this was about, 15 years ago, sort of thing, you know. So it's before all this great inflation and everything was, but it was quite. I remember it was quite expensive.
Yeah.
I wasn't there long enough to get my handle around the krona. I just thought, how much? Like when I saw something written down somewhere, that's a vast amount.
Just
It's a
take
bit
two-
like the
take two-
lira and the, you
Take
know.
2 zeros off and you got it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
If it's 200, and if it's 200 krona, and you take 2 zeros off, it's going to be 220 quid, something like that.
All right.
Roughly, there at that time.
Yeah.
Is inflation shooting up where you are, Con? Is everything getting more expensive in France?
Yeah. Petrol's just gone up again.
It's not petrol here. It's everything's gone up. I mean,
Yes, it has. I must say it has. Yeah, I went to buy an ice cream the other day, and it was €3 instead of €2.70.
yeah.
And that's the difference between 6 months.
I know this is a bit off the cuff, really. We went over. I had to go and buy some butter today, and I've got a large one. It was £5, 12, 10p.
There's a price on butter today.
€5.
Yeah, no,
€6. Oh, it's not that expensive. Butter isn't that expensive. Well, we live in the butter center of the universe here, Brittany.
I was quite.
We used to make Welsh butter here at one point.
Yeah.
I love Welsh ham and everything, but
Welsh butter is similar to the Breton butter with salt in it,
salt in it, yeah.
So
We don't do much of that anymore.
I was quite impressed in the hospital when I noticed that the little butter pads coming out were Lurpak, weren't they?
Back. Yeah.
Danish butter. It was like, oh yeah. I go that way.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think where Lurpak was quite a bit of a sexy scene in one of the films, wasn't it? It was a French.
You sure it was
Well,
not Dürr?
Oh, who did Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah.
Who played Hannibal Lecter?
Spreading something on the skin first,
Yeah, he was the actor who played Hannibal Lecter. I can't remember his name.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, it was a French film, and he was in that. It was quite a raunchy scene with Lurpak.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've never looked at it quite the same since then. So.
Bread straight from the
You
fridge.
don't really want it on your bread, though, do you?
Oh, God.
So where's Biscuit and Kipper tonight? Are they?
Well, Biscuit is off taking care of things for his brother or something,
Yeah.
who had a bit of a slip up in his health. But apparently he's going to get better, we think.
All right. Good.
Yeah. I hope, anyway. Well, it's looking, the recovery he's having at the moment is looking all right.
Good.
And Kipper, well, you don't know where he is. He's probably working.
Was it out of church he was? He went to see somebody. His son, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's Morris Dancing Friends, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
He's gone for a secret Morris, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I did look for it. I never found it.
Yeah. I did. I didn't find him on it, but I found the album with Morris.
Yeah. You got to find
What's
him.
his secret, Morris?
Huh?
What's his secret, Morris?
Morris Dancing. Kipper was a Morris dancer.
In Birmingham.
In
And
Birmingham.
they used to black up.
Yeah, and he used to black up, and now they have to green up because they can't black up. Look back at the episodes for Sam. There's one on Morrison, and it's classic,
Yeah, the secret life of a Kipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how it came out, but it did. Everything outs eventually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bells and
We'll know what you're looking at, Paul, sooner or later.
How can you tell her?
Shall I tell him now? I got control of his webcam and everything.
How can you tell a new Morris dancer you check out for grazed knuckles when he's missed with the stick whacking?
Did you used to do that, Sam? I got a picture of you doing
No,
that.
people used to confuse certain one period in the samba band. We used to our costumes were white, and the guys with the big drums, used to always have like skateboard knee pads wrapped around your pants because the drum would bash against your legs. So along with bits of coloured material and around the place, I remember one guy sort of saying, "We look like fucking Morris dancers coming to be here," you know. But no, I never did that.
I always thought you all looked like Elvis.
Elvis.
with the white suits and like the flared trousers, it looked like to me always. But now
Yeah.
you say it wasn't flares, it was probably white bandages or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a group of Elvises.
No.
You still do that, Sam?
Which? Do what?
The Elvis impersonation. I mean,
Elvis? You're thinking of Peter Singer, you?
the drumming.
Oh, the drumming. Yeah, I mean, it's rehearsing.
You know, Elvis played the drums.
Yeah. Psycho. The Japanese drumming.
And then you sweep them.
That's what I've been doing for the last 6
Yeah, no, it's a joke. But it wasn't a joke. Okay.
Never explain yourself, Con.
No.
No.
Just laugh it off, Con.
Just let it pass.
Oh,
That's it. Yes, that's a very French laugh you got
that
there.
was good.
Oh,
Mon Dieu.
On the Dieu.
it's like
Sacre
a
bleu.
French person impersonating an English person laughing insincerely. That's the one, yeah.
That's good, huh? I have to do that.
Right. Okay, I don't know how long is left. I'm going to have to shoot soon.
You got a minute left, anyway.
Yeah, about a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll get back on to you about. You're going to let me know about the thing that we were talking about earlier, which wasn't recording.
I thought you did.
Yeah, no, but I thought you were going to. No, never mind. No.
You did record it.
I did
Yeah,
record
and
it.
that was great. That was a
No, but
private
it's not going to be.
conversation.
I'm not going to put that on in the
Yeah,
edit.
I'll keep in touch with everything that goes on. I'm going
Right,
to start
great.
finding out people.
Yeah.
If you speak
Yeah.
to Carwin,
Yeah, I'll
You
go.
speak
I'll
to
go.
him?
Yeah.
just to sort of register interest, or if anybody else knows anybody, please speak to them and say and get them either contact me or get me permission to put their name on the list of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we just put names up. I mean, if they don't give us any money.
And we're not. We're just getting people together first of all to
okay.
support it all.
A group of Langland.
Get them involved first and then take the money.
Langland-hearted people. A group of Langland-hearted people.
Arctic.
Hello, welcome to the Langland Silver Surfer. Please think about subscribing and clicking the bell for notification of new content. Thank you for watching.